Okay, YouTube, I'm going to clean this with a little alcohol. Make sure to get all the grease off so the solder and the flux will do its job. I cleaned the wrong one on that other truck. You see that? I want to clean this one here. Just something to clean off a little bit of grease and oil if there's anything present there. Okay. Waiting for the iron to heat up here. Let me show you I just have a little 25-watt Weller soldering iron. Nothing special. Got the holder from Radio Shack. I got me a little stainless steel brush and I cut the handle off and bolted it on here. Makes an excellent tip cleaner. Look at that. Yeah, it's very important that you keep your tip clean to get a good soldering job. Just wipe the excess flux off and it keeps the tin nice and clean. See? Do a nice job with a clean iron. Okay? I use I call it blue juice, but it's a liquid soldering flux made by H&N Electronics. They call it super safe soldering flux. This stuff is totally inert once it heats up. No residue, no corrosion. Works good. I use it all the time. The neat thing about this is if you have a surface like this that you want to solder with plastic behind it, if you're not careful, you can melt the plastic. And to get that material hot enough so the solder will stick, sometimes it can be pretty difficult. But as you will see with this flux, it's almost like child's play. Okay? Let me show you how it works. All you need is just a little bit. I'm just going to put a slight amount there. See, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. Is it wet? Can't tell looking through the lens. Okay, we got a little bit on there. Guess what? I forgot to solder. Hang on. Okay. Now H&N recommends that you use a solid core solder with this flux. But since I don't have any solid core solder, I have rosin core. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit on the tip of my iron. Just give me a little blob there. And wait for the flux to burn off. You see the smoke. Once the smoke is gone, or most of it, and all you have to do, you can see this, just touch it. Hear the sizzle? Now there's enough solder on there. That puppy is tinned. If you look at it, it's got a nice little tin coat of solder on it. Now it's nice and cool already. Now I'm just going to get a small piece of decoder wire here. Just a leftover piece. It's purple. I don't care what color it is. I'm going to strip the end of it a little bit. Okay, you can see the wire's been stripped. I'm going to twist the end of it a little bit so the strands all be together. Okay. Now watch this. I'm going to put a drop of this flux on that wire. And I'm just going to touch the iron to it. Instant 10, just like that. That wire is totally coated with solder, just like that. Okay? And we don't need a piece that long for this. As you can see, it's pretty long, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold it in half. Like that. And all I have to do is just lay that on there and just touch it with the soldering iron. It'll come down straight with it. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Just like that, we're done. Look at that. You can see we got a good connection. Get that tight enough, we can play it. Okay, let's do the other truck. One last wipe with the alcohol cloth. Nice and clean. Put a drop. Okay. Get some solder on the iron, burn off the flux. Just touch it. Just like that, see? Ready for the other wire. See, I got a green wire for this one. We'll go ahead and strip that. Then I'm going to twist that wire again. So we got a nice I'm going to put a drop of flux on that wire. Come in with the iron, just touch it. Instant 10. Now fold it over like we did last time. Move this wire out of the way. Just lay it there. Get your iron, just touch it. Done deal. Okay. Now, this little deal on top, I don't like it. I'm going to remove that little clip off of there and solder the wire directly to that tab. Because look, we got steel with brass. Here we go with that dissimilar metal again. Right? Give that a little wipe. Watch this. I'm going to put a drop of my blue juice on top of there. Get my iron and put a little blob of solder on it. Go burn off the flux. Get the camera so you can see better. A little solder there. I'm going to remove the wire from this little clip here. Just got to touch the iron, it should fall right off. Just like like that. We'll solder it onto the truck. Okay. One down, one to go. You know, this might be an okay connection. Might not give you a problem at all, but you know, since we're in here, let's just take care of it. Get it out of the way. And if this locomotive acts up in the future, we can't call that as an excuse. We have to look somewhere else. Okay. Little blue juice on top of the tab. Get some solder on the iron. Wait for the smoke to go away. Just touch it. Didn't put enough on there. There we go. Do the same as we did last time. Remove the wire from the little brass clip. You guys see what I'm doing here? Yeah. And just solder that wire to the truck tower. Okay. Now we got our truck squared away. We can put them back in the locomotive. Front truck, rear truck. Okay. Okay.